The first one is cash reserve ratio. Banks have to maintain a certain amount of cash in reserve to ensure that banks have sufficient cash to cover customer withdrawals. Reserves to be kept as a certain percentage of deposit with the bank. Since this is a percentage or ratio of the deposits, it is called cash reserve ratio. The central bank decides the ratio from time to time according to the economic indicators and the growth requirements of the economy. Suppose the bank has 1 crore of deposits with them, and suppose CRR is 7.5%, it means the bank has to keep rupees 7,50,000 as a cash reserve and can lend only rupees 92,50,000 to the economy. Suppose the CRR is decreased to 4.5%. In that case, the bank will have to keep only rupees 4,50,000 as reserve in cash. The banks can lend the rest rupees 95,50,000 to the market, and the money supply in the market will increase by rupees 3 lakh. The increase in money supply will not be limited to this rupees 3 lakh, but would increase multiple times by the money multiplier effect. We will study the money multiplier later. However, the important point here is that the decrease in CRR will increase the money supply and will have the inflationary effect. By same argument, increase in CRR will decrease the money supply and have a deflationary effect. Increasing the CRR reduces the loanable amount of money with the banks and thus decreases the money supply. Similarly, declining the CRR shall increase the amount of loanable funds with the banks and increase the money supply. In fact, the money or credit supply increases more than the disposable funds due to multiplier effect we learned earlier.
Okay, I got this.